Welcome to Futro Hidden Movie Gems. If you want to put... you can't just take your money out of the bank. If I want to put all $7,945,400 into a hot tub, get butt naked, and play Scrooge McDuck, that is 100% my business. And I've got Nick on the pod.
Dang, dude. That was a great quote.
Wasn't it?
I know, man. I remember that because I just watched that and I was just thinking...
The first episode, yeah.
Holy crap. And we'll get into the first episode, but obviously, yes, I'm Nick. And I bought a club. Boom.
Nick, how did you come across this? Did you start it from the get-go, or were you already like...
I started it from the get-go, bro.
Okay. The OG.
I heard about it when it came out on Netflix first season.
Yeah.
And people were like, this is crazy. And I'm like, of course I'm watching this. It's about money laundering.
Right up your alley.
Sounds fun to me. So obviously, it doesn't take long. This show does not take long to hook you quickly. First episode, boom.
It's wild, that first episode.
I clapped so hard my mic came off. Hold on.
It's a great... You're getting animated. You're getting excited. This is a great show.
So, yeah, I was hooked. And I just couldn't wait, man. And now, just like the Dexter episodes, I watch these, but I binge them. So I'll be up till 3, 4 in the morning. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care how late I'm up. Sun be coming up. I'm finishing it all in one swoop. Not sleeping, not resting. I can't do that. Because I won't sleep. Because I'll just be thinking about what happens in the next episode.
Well, I'm so glad that they do recaps because literally, like you said, I binge watched them so fast. Afterwards, I was like, I can't remember anything I watched because it just all kind of meshes together now because I just watched them so quickly.
Well, yes. And guys, let me tell you, so freaking great. Go back and watch it over again, okay? I might actually because, for the podcast, I went back and I just watched the first and last episode of a couple of the seasons, skipped around a little bit on some stuff. But Del, come on, you remember Del? I remember how much I loved Del and how devastated I was when he died. And I totally forgot about all that. And
is he the guy that got electrocuted on the boat?
No, dude, that was like those bum guys.
Oh, is he the preacher that
No,
gets
Del
killed?
was the top lieutenant, dude, in the first season.
Oh,
He's the one
yeah.
that killed everybody. Yeah, he was the guy. And you kind of
Well, he
started
got
to like him a little
electrocuted,
bit
I thought, too.
No, he got shot
in
the face by that Schnell woman, Barbara, whatever.
Oh, you're saying I know who you're talking about. He got his face like blown in half.
That's her
Darlene,
name.
yeah.
Darlene.
She was...
Who, if you go back to some of the previous episodes, they show like the past.
Yeah.
Them. And Darlene is like portrayed as some like super hot chick, dude. She's like hot in her like when they go back in time and show her and Jacob first meeting and they're jumping in to this like water, they're jumping into like a lake or something. Oh,
yeah.
You just have to cut that out.
Yeah, I got you.
Let me just re-say the whole thing. They were jumping.
I just believe it. Don't worry about it, Nick.
Jumping into a lake and she was like hot. And I'm like, oh my, what happened to her? Because she's like she looks like the Wicked Witch, And
she does.
She does.
Evil.
And I don't know where I was going with all this, but there was such good stuff in the first season. And I really do like all of it. But going back and watching some of the first, season 1, season 2, I think those were so good. And season 3 was okay, good.
Yeah, I still I'm enjoying the newest seasons, and I'm gonna watch it till it's over. But yeah, it's those first early seasons, at least season 1 and 2. Is the end of the second season or the third season that they get the picture taken and he looks at his wife? That's such a great moment when he realizes that his wife just killed somebody. That's got to be the end of season 3, right?
I think so.
Yeah, it might have been 2. I don't know. Anyways, they bought the casino.
No, the end of season 2.
And then they're getting their picture taken, and she just got... Because the end of season 3, she gets her brother killed. So it's the end of season 2.
Oh, wait, you're talking about right when they're opening the casino?
Yeah, and she gets her photo taken.
And they're at the event, opening and the speech.
And she hired a hitman or whatever.
Season 2.
Yeah. So
to take out
the preacher guy, right? Or who did they kill this time? Anyways, they just start to get into some really muddy waters, and she just, like, I'm just going to say my least favorite character, and I hate her so much, From the first episode, her husband like had the opportunity to get her killed, and obviously it's his wife, and he's amazing for forgiving her. And well, I mean, sort of. It took him a long time to do that, but he should have just let her die, dude. She is like evil. I'm sorry. I don't know. Not a lot of these girls, man.
Yeah, and I totally forgot about that too. So watching the first episode again,
Yeah, Wendy.
I was like, whoa, I forgot that. Yeah, she was having
cheating on
an
her
affair.
husband. Yeah.
And the plan the whole time was to steal money from him. So her and her really old sugar dad, I don't know what the was, but so they could like run off in the sunset for the remaining 5 years he's got left. And I was like, oh, dang, man. Poor Marty, dude. You know?
Yes. He was so pathetic. It was hilarious.
He is. He's still kind of, but you know what? As the episodes have progressed and the seasons progressed, he's become more blunt. And he's just, you know, this is the way things are now. Sorry, it sucks.
But he still, I feel like, has a little bit of voice of reason. Like he's so good at getting himself out of such bad situations, and he's also like, for example, in this last season, season 4, part 1, his son, like just being like, you're like, oh, thank goodness he's not trying to completely sabotage his son like the stupid mom.
Well, here's the thing, man.
I hate Wendy so much.
Yeah, you may hate her, but she's his other half, obviously. He wouldn't have been able to get where he is or where the family is without Wendy's.
Oh, making like the hard decisions.
Wendy makes the hard decisions, plus she knows how to get the connections. He's not very, good at talking to certain people, like these political people. I mean, she was the one that kind of initiated it and got it going and was able to open the doorway for him in the beginning, early season.
It's true, but she's like cut out for this world. It's kind of creepy.
Yeah. Well, he's dealing in a brutal business, man. He is the money launderer for a crazy, powerful cartel. I feel like he runs casinos and other businesses.
I feel like it would have been more like Breaking Bad, where he starts out and then you see the evolution of his character. I just think it's interesting. Like, you do see him evolving. Like you said, he's becoming more stern and stuff. But I still don't, I feel like he's kind of holding back, whereas his significant other, she is the one that's essentially Breaking Bad. She is evolving into this horrible...
Well, they need to.
Human being.
They need to.
Yeah.
They need to keep up. But they're playing a dangerous world. You can't be a pushover in a dangerous world. And Marty is intelligent, super smart, and he always, like you said, slips out of these, like, oh my gosh, impossible situations. And he's so smooth with that, I think, sometimes. Which just makes his character so good. You're like, he's like, I don't know, awkward around a lot of people, but... I
thought you were going to say he's kind of like Dexter a little bit. He's good at getting out of sticky situations. When you think
Dexter gets out of sticky situations a different way.
Yeah, well, it's lots of lies, and then eventually I feel like it's going to catch up with him. But
well, that's what's going to be interesting to see how the second part of season 4 turns out.
Yeah, Darlene and Wendy,
Well, Darlene no longer exists.
Are creepy. Wait, what?
Isn't Darlene dead?
Did she die? I can't remember now.
I'm pretty sure last episode they went up in there.
Oh, that's right.
Killed Darlene and killed, Ruth's cousin.
I'm getting, like I said, I binge watched that last season so fast, and then I went back to rewatch the early stuff, and now I'm like, I can't even remember who was living and who's dying. Because I wasn't as gripped as, like you said, the first couple seasons. I was just like, I cannot stop watching this.
Dude, and even going back, like the whole FBI thing, like the FBI has always been on his trails, and that first FBI agent, he was just whacked out. He was killed by Ruth's father.
Well, but now it seems like they're just kind of watching. They're not really, like, going to get involved. They're, like, just watching from afar. Because before it felt like they were trying to stop him. But now that he's gotten so big...
Well, someone was trying to stop him.
Now they're just trying to control him a bit.
Right, now he works with them.
Yeah.
And then that basically develops in the season 4, too. Because they're in communication with the FBI, who's putting them in communication with the leaders of the cartel.
Which is, I'm not going to lie, it's pretty crazy, yeah.
That is crazy, but probably happens.
So I'm going to go into my 2 favorite things, and if you want to think about yours. I love the tone of this film. It feels kind of like a David Fincher or Denis Villeneuve film. I love the very wide shots. Like the first couple episodes that Jason Bateman directed and starred in, oh my gosh, he just reminds me of Jim Cummings, just like trying to do everything. which is amazing and I think he wanted to direct the whole first season, but I don't think Netflix was going to let him do that. But I'm glad he got a chance to kind of focus on his acting, but at the same time, he is such a great director. I mean, that first episode, holy cow, when the guy gets thrown out of the building, like, that is like one of the, I mean, I had my mouth dropped open. I just couldn't believe what I was seeing. And the pacing of it was so good. He just creates such a great environment. You feel like you're stuck in this kind of grimy world that he's kind of stuck into, where everybody is kind of crummy and horrible. I guess, yeah, that's my two favorite things, just that his acting and directing style, so good.
Mm-hmm.
Nick,
they are good.
What's your two favorite things, Nick?
Well, first off, I love all the characters. You either love them or you hate them, but I think all the characters are amazing.
Yes, I hate Wendy.
Well, still, she's a good character. And they all play so well. And in even going back, there's a lot of characters I forgot about, like the original FBI agent, like, Jacob and Darlene. I forgot about Jacob. I totally forgot that he even, existed. And I'm like, I actually like Jacob. And I liked Adele, and I liked all those people, man. And it's just so funny how many people, came and went,
Yeah.
are just gone now. And it's like, dang, there's a lot of people that got messed up in this situation. And then the other thing I really love about this show is that it never ceases to surprise me. Never.
Yeah.
From I don't know, the last episode of the first season, they shot Dell right in the face so quick. I was so shocked about all that. And it seems like they end it so well. And it's just like, what? And it just keeps surprising you, because it's like characters you don't think are gonna get taken out, and this happens, and it just keeps redirecting things, but it always seems to work out well. Not for some people, but...
You can't tell me that it didn't bother you that Wendy was, trying to destroy her son's life. I guess she was thinking in the long run, she thought she was, in her mind, helping him, because she's like, I don't want him in this world and business, but...
No, I have full support. She has my full support.
No.
I know what she needs to do. She's got to be the tough one. Family, like I said, Jordan, if you're going to deal in the world they're dealing with, you can't be a bunch of pushover saps. Someone needs to lead the way in being aggressive and strong and loud. And she is that. But Marty is, also the brains of the operation. So he can make incredible things happen, which gives them extreme leeway. There was so many points and times where the cartel threatened to kill them, especially in the beginning. It's like they've been able just to evade out of these situations. No, you can't hate Wendy. She's helping protect the family, man. Maybe she made some dumb moves, like the affair with the old guy. I don't know where she was going with that, so I may not agree with some of the things she does, but she's needed. But she's definitely needed.
I get what you're saying, but I guess I'm just too much on Jason Bateman's side.
Well, I am too. Obviously, everyone is. He's the main guy. Everybody's cheering for him. But he wouldn't be anywhere near where he is without her.
And I loved Ruth. Oh my gosh, she was so great.
She is.
I'm like you said, all the characters. I think everybody plays a fun part in this series.
Well, when Ruth gets mad, you see her face. It's crazy. It's like, whoa. I don't like Ruth's face when she's mad or crying. I'm like, no, it's not working. But
oh, really?
Yeah, it just kind of tweaks me a little bit. I'm just like, what is that?
Nick's like, what am I feeling? Emotions.
No emotions. Just I don't like the face you're making when you do that.
Okay.
It scares me a little bit.
Any nitpicks, Nick? I'm trying to think.
What?
My only nitpick is the wife, Wendy.
I don't have any nitpicks.
She should have died in the first episode. When Jason Bateman had the opportunity, when she was, at the top of that building, just where they had thrown off her cheating, I think, when he was on the phone with them, and he's like, what should I do with her? And then I was like, yes, kill her.
I feel more confident when Wendy's involved in certain situations. It makes me feel it makes me more at ease. I'm like, okay.
Tough love.
I think I know how this is all going to turn out.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Would you recommend it, Nick?
There's no one else to recommend it to. Everybody's watching it. If
That
you're
is
not watching
true.
Ozark, you're living under a rock. When I came back to work after that first weekend it came out, it's 8 people approached me. Did you watch Ozark? Yeah. Of course I watched Ozark. What do you think I did all weekend?
I know. Yes, if you like darker toned shows.
Or money laundering, or,
Like Breaking Bad,
cartels.
it just reminds me a lot of Breaking Bad. Just kind of that world of, I was going to say sin, but that's a better word. World of crime.
World of sin. Can't, yeah.
Or
That's Jordan bringing,
religion into this.
religion into it, the Mormon beliefs.
Well,
They're sinning. They are sinning a lot. If you want to go by that definition, this movie's
didn't you
one
feel
big sin.
like this last season? I just felt crummy. Like, I'm just like, everybody's crummy and evil. I don't know.
Evil.
Well, just like they're just doing such terrible things. Like, and when when she killed her own brother, like I felt so gross. Like I had already not liked Wendy, but then when she killed her own brother, you're saying in her defense that it was the only way, like because he was.
That's what he's saying in her defense, but he was causing a lot of trouble.
I don't know. At that point, it's like go to the FBI and be like, hey, we want to get out of this.
When you're in that situation, man, and it's your family involved, and you're in that type of world, you have to understand that's like the four of them. That's what's most important. That's all that matters, the four of them. And that's what, in her mind, Wendy's mind, and even Marty's too, that's what they believe, and that's what you have to focus on. And when you have any element outside that small group, the four of them, that comes on, whether related or whatever, and threatens those people, those four, those core four, in any way, what are you going to do? You're not playing freaking chess here, man.
Well, I know, but I guess it reminds me of Breaking Bad season 3 when they it might be 3, but they decided to kill, Jesse kills the other science worker, and he's like an innocent guy, but they had to kill him, otherwise Gus would have killed them both, because he was learning their technique on how to make crystal meth, and then once he doesn't need them anymore, he was going to kill them off, and so they had to kill off the other scientists, so that way they would have a reason to live. And so it just reminds me of that, where it's like, you're at an impossible situation where it's like you have to kill them or you will die. And I don't know, that's when I started to feel like really scummy.
Plus, for TV purposes, it adds more drama, so it really all works all the same.
Yeah, I know, but
Makes for a better show. Wouldn't be as interesting.
yeah, well, I mean, it's definitely a moral conundrum, but I think
The whole show is a moral. It's all a bunch of moral conundrum. This and this. You just go back. How many people died because of this?
yeah, well, I mean, yeah, they just go further and further down that rabbit hole, which at a certain point, it's like, can you get out of that rabbit hole? Like, where's repentance, Nick?
I guess if I had to say if there was one character that did take me off that maybe I didn't like, again, still a very good character, but was Darlene, man. She was really starting to tick me off.
Yeah.
When she killed Jacob, I was really mad at her. I'm like, no, killing my favorite people. She's just killing everybody I liked. Killed Dell, and then she killed Jacob, and I'm like, dang, man. Stupid.
Yeah, and then her relationship with the younger kid, I was like,
But I knew something was coming to her, dude. With the cousin. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. I mean, not for her, because for her, that's like a win. She's with a younger guy. Whatever. He's going to, like, do whatever for her. But him to her, it's not necessarily not living a comfortable life, but he seems like he actually really loves her, which is what's surprising. And he died for her all in the end, and I knew it was going to come to her. She wasn't going to last forever.
Oh, yeah. I mean, every person she was just killing everybody. I was like, yeah, there's no way this is going to end good for her. I mean, I guess
who gets the land?
I guess if you're trying to say, like, who's at the top of the food chain, I don't know. I'd be curious, to see if
They're going to do something with that.
Yeah, somebody comes in and takes it. Or we got part 2 to look forward to.
I know. I'm so excited. When does that come out? April?
I don't know, but is that going to be the end of it? Like, why would they do a part 1 and part 2? I thought that was kind of interesting.
There's going to be 14 episodes, I thought. Someone said.
And that's going to be the end of it?
So there'll be 2 parts. Yeah.
Because
most of them are 10 episodes. So this part, maybe they just did 14 and maybe they only do 7 at a time. I don't know, dude. Who knows?
I was just surprised that it was just kind of an interesting way to do it because
it's great because you kind of get like 2 seasons in one if they do it, like 2 shortened seasons.
Oh, it kind of felt like they were stretching this one out a bit because the whole drama with the son.
It's all about the ending. It all works up to the ending, and the ending was, as always, fantastic.
Yeah.
Created a storm.
Yes, I loved the first couple seasons. I was so gripped. And later ones, I'm still enjoying. I've got nothing against them, but I don't know. Like I said, I just started feeling scummy. But that's to be expected, like we talked about.
Starting to feel scummy, is that a personal problem?
Maybe.
It's just viewing entertainment, man. You just watch it. But I get it. I also get very into it sometimes. You know me. I'll be on the edge of my seat, running around, screaming.
Oh yeah, I mean, from the beginning of the first episode, he just reminded me of the character from American Beauty. We're just like, oh, this poor pathetic guy, and you just feel so sorry for him, and you want him to get ahead, and so him trying to like not get shot by the leader of the is it the cartel, right? That they're
Hotel?
Isn't it the cartel that's working with them? No, is this not the cartel?
What are we talking about? You lost me.
Isn't Jason Bateman the main character working with the cartel?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it's a drug cartel. If we're talking about Ozark.
Yeah, we're talking about Ozark.
Yeah.
Okay.
You mentioned another movie, and then...
Oh, I did? Oh, well, I just said the main character reminded me of the American Beauty guy, just kind of this pathetic loser.
Oh.
And it makes you feel sorry for him. Or Wanted is another one where you're just like this pathetic guy, can't get ahead, and then finally meets somebody, and you can see their progression as a character throughout those movies. Nick, what have you seen lately, and what are you looking forward to?
I think I rewatched The Proposal for a minute when I was doing dishes.
With Ryan Reynolds and Sandra Bullock? That was a funny one.
That's a fun movie. Oh, I watched Grown Ups.
Oh, no.
I like it. I don't care what anybody says. Not Grown Ups 2, man, just regular first Grown Ups, okay? But I came home and I'm like, I like to watch uplifting stuff. I'm not a freak like Jordan who could watch like some horror movies like you do sometimes and your weird stuff and then go to sleep. I can't do that. I don't like to go to sleep with those thoughts in my mind.
I've been watching many uplifting shows like One Punch Man lately.
Yeah, you still watching that Jesus TV show?
Oh yeah, The Chosen, so good. We do one episode a week, so you'll be hearing a lot about it.
What's that on NBC? CBS?
It might be on Amazon Prime, but I bought them.
Oh, how much do they have per episode? Not that
I didn't buy them per episode. I bought the whole season, but the season pass. It was like $20-$25. I think it's on Amazon Prime though, and I could have watched it there, but I bought it instead.
Versus watching it for free?
Yeah, because
that doesn't make any sense, but okay.
I wanted to own it because I heard it's amazing.
From who?
Like lots of every member at church.
Thank you for...
No, okay,
but... That works.
Dude, check Rotten Tomatoes. It's like 100... I think it's like 199%.
Because the only people that are... No, we're not even... I'm not going to fight you on this.
Because the only people... You're going to say the only people that watch it are members of the church.
Yeah, but... that's cool, man. Whatever works. I'm not digging it. It probably might be really good.
It's good.
But...
Because they give Christ and his apostles like personality.
Let me ask you something.
Huh?
Is it Ozark or Dexter good? Be honest.
Okay, wait. We're talking about...
Is this a complex answer you're about to give me?
Well, but we're talking about oranges and apples here. Like, these two different things.
I just like entertainment-wise.
Yeah, entertainment. I mean, it's so good. I want to binge watch it, but I want to like enjoy it because every episode I come like emotionally drained because I'm just like I bawl because of how like emotionally beautiful
you lost
it is.
Me right there. I want to cry while watching TV.
The
only time I ever cry is when I'm cutting onions and I bawl. Okay?
Yes. Oh my gosh. But I finally started watching season 2 of One Punch Man, and holy crap, is it good. Oh, Nick, and I just remembered, it's not as good as season 1, though, by the way. And I was going to tell you, tomorrow, guess what comes out on Netflix?
What?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre, a new one.
That might be worth a watch.
I know, right? For free?
Are we going to review it?
I mean, if it's...
For free?
Because I've gone to see 2 movies on Netflix in the theaters, and I was upset at both times. First time I was like so upset. It was Army of the Dead. It was Zack Snyder, garbage. And then I went and saw Martin Scorsese's film because I thought, oh, this is a film you should see in the theaters. And it was so boring, I fell asleep. It was The Irishman, which I know a lot of people are going to be upset with me about, but I just felt like I wish I'd watched it on...
I didn't even watch it.
I just wish I could...
When you told me you fell asleep in the theater watching it, I was like, no way I'm watching that. I want to get through 5 minutes.
You might actually enjoy it. It's just like they de-aged them to make them look younger, and it's so distracting to me. Like, I saw people on YouTube make better deep fakes than the de-aging stuff they used in that movie. And they spent a lot of money on it, and it's like, it looks so bad. I think other people don't seem to be distracted by it, but I was.
Okay.
I mean, I do love his early work. I mean, I'd love to talk about that someday. Like, we got to do Casino. Oh, Casino's so good.
Casino is so good.
Isn't it?
And you know what? This is the thing with me and those, obviously, two movies, because there's Casino,
Yeah.
and then there's Goodfellas.
Yeah.
Okay? Both those are very similar, and I cannot watch one without watching the other immedially afterwards.
Right?
I have to watch both of them. And anytime I see them pop up, I'm like, yeah, it's going to be one of those weekends. I'm going to pop that on. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to chill for a minute. It might be my morning thing. And I just watched Casino like 3 weeks ago. I don't know how many times I've seen it. I've been watching that movie since I was a kid. We had the DVD set that had both of them in there, and Casino and Goodfellas. And probably been watching that. I've probably been watching that like once a year for the last. When did it come out?
Casino was in 1995, and then Goodfellas was 1990.
So let's just go to say that I've watched it a lot of times.
Yeah, because it came out when you were born. Wait, were you 90? I was 90.
No, I was
I'm
91. Yeah, I'm 91 too. I'm the same age as you.
Oh, that's
you
right.
goon.
Well, every time we talk about it, you're like, I'm so much older. And I'm
I
like,
am a little older than you.
1 month.
Yeah, because your birthday. Which I'm not going to forget like you forgot mine.
Oh, geez.
See, like when I put a reminder in the phone, I actually...
No, you did forget 1 year, though.
The same year you forgot mine.
I know. And now I forgot again this year.
And then you texted me on my birthday asking me about a movie. It was so funny.
Why did you remind me then, you bum? You did that on purpose.
I did. I'm like, he doesn't have any idea. What am I going to say? Oh, you're going to wish me happy birthday? No.
Yes.
No, that's not how it works.
Yes.
But I got my thing saved in my reminders, and I go into my reminders every day. Plus, I, put an alert on it.
I thought I had one. I seriously, I could have swore
okay.
I set an alert.
Don't worry about it. Nick's got you. I'll probably be one of the first to wish you a happy birthday, in fact. Maybe I'll stay up till midnight on that day and then wish you. I might even be, I may not only forget, but I possibly may be the first one.
Yeah, I mean...
Or if not the first one, maybe the second or third, because I'm sure you have like one of your brothers or sisters is like, I'm the first one.
Maybe. Sometimes they do it a day early if like dad's going out.
Well, any day early or anything like that doesn't count. It has to be 12 o'clock and 1 second or past to constitute being your birthday.
Well, to celebrate my birthday, you can watch the new Chainsaw Massacre that comes out this weekend. Oh, yeah. Anything else you're looking forward to besides that, Nick? Oh, and you said, are we going to review it? Well, if it's good enough to review, yeah, we'll review it. I mean, we can...
What makes you think it's not going to be good enough?
I don't know. I mean, out of all the Chainsaw Massacre movies, the only one I really want to talk about is the original, because the original's so good.
No. Sorry, you got to get me on the new stuff, man.
The new stuff is fun. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed them all. But the original is so good.
Like, you talking about the original, like, what, like...
Toby Hooper's original, the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre
Wasn't
movie.
that, like, in the 80s?
I don't know. Let me see.
You already got me to watch one movie from the 80s, and that was Mad Max. It actually might even be earlier than the 80s. It might even be the 70s.
Yeah, but did you not enjoy it? You enjoyed it, at least.
I mean, I did enjoy it. You're right. But...
Yeah, 1974.
That's going way back.
But I think you'd still enjoy it. Let's see. We'll watch it this weekend when it comes out.
Wait,
if it's amazing, the new one. Yeah, if it's amazing, we'll review it. If not, we'll review the original, but we'll still talk about the new one afterwards.
That would mean I would have to watch the original for us to review it.
Yes.
A movie from 1974.
Yes, and you
I
totally
feel like
should.
How potentially terrible the picture quality might be just might throw me off. I might be like, it's not HD.
They've got digitally remastered versions you can watch
I
in
don't
HD.
want to watch a digitally remastered version.
You watched Casino, which came out. I mean, right?
Yeah, in the 90s.
Yeah.
And that is just, I can guarantee you that doesn't compare to Casino and Goodfellas. Not in my mind, at least. It's not impossible.
It's pretty amazing.
Nope.
Yep.
Just like I love a lot of movies. Well, I like almost everything I watch. It's not hard to...
That's what I'm saying. I think you're going to enjoy it.
It's not hard to impress me,
Well, it's fun to go back to the roots of where it all started and to see okay, I can see a lot of the inspiration from the new ones and why they made it such a way. And it's the best one, Nick. I'm telling you. It's a masterpiece.
I just don't like them artistic movies.
It's not an artistic...
I know it's not an artistic movie. I'm just saying maybe I'll like it. Because I don't like artistic movies. I don't care how new or old they are. Can't do it.
I wouldn't call
movies that are so slow and it's like almost like reading a book almost. It's like playing out so slowly with no action, no cool stuff, no 300, okay? Because I don't care what anybody says. I love 300. It's so visually appealing to me. I just can't get my eye off the screen.
I know. It's almost like it's hurtful when I hear that you like 28 weeks later better just because of the visuals than 28 days later.
I just felt like the 28 days later, man, the shakiness of the camera, that crap, it was so cheaply made. I just couldn't handle it.
It's not cheaply made. It was just the very beginning of digital, and that's why it looks so bad.
Bad.
No, it's because
it was distracting me. I felt like I was watching like just a B movie, dude, and I'm not really into B movies. I have better things to do with my life than watch crappy movies.
Oh
okay?
my gosh,
that's why when you send me movies, sometimes I'm like, if this movie sucks, Jordan, I'm gonna be mad because I'm gonna waste 2 hours of my life watching something that sucks.
Whatever. Speaking from the man who just would watch anything and everything on Netflix, and then finally every time I come home from school or work,
I watch the good stuff on Netflix. I don't watch anything and everything on Netflix.
No, but you would just you tell me, all right, you're like, I watched like 5 movies today, and this is a good one out of all the other 5. Like, we'll watch this one together, and then you'd rewatch it with me, and then every day you just like watch a bunch until you'd find a good one.
For what? For Netflix?
Yeah, remember you would go through like tons of films, and then you'd go play some Call of Duty Zombies, and then you go back to watching shows.
Yeah, that's what I did.
That was so great. Oh, that was fun. But you showed me some really great shows. Those were some fun ones.
Was that, where was that at? I'm just trying to remember.
When we were living with Matt, where is that? So Provo?
Oh, yeah, I had a lot of time on my hands then.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we definitely watched a lot of Netflix, some zombies. I didn't have a car or anything, so I wanted to get somewhere, I had to walk. And I'm like, I don't really feel like doing that today, so I'm just gonna watch some Netflix movies.
Anything else you're looking forward to before we wrap this up?
You know how I find the movies that I'm gonna watch? It's like as I'm searching for them. Oh, I didn't know that was out. That looks fun or good. I hit that. Like you probably look at movies that have.
Oh, did you watch Area 81 or whatever it's called?
What is it?
I thought it was like about aliens and stuff. I'm like, oh, Nick would be all over this. Apparently, it's pretty popular on Netflix.
What is it? What?
Yeah, the guy's like watch. He like watches VHS tapes and he can see like images of aliens and stuff or something.
What is it called?
I'm looking it up right now. 1 second. Yeah, Archive 81.
Is that new?
Yeah, it's on Netflix. I started it. Is
it bad?
No, it's not bad. I need somebody to tell me if it gets better because I'm like I like it, the pacing, and it's interesting, and like him looking at tapes and like seeing aliens and stuff, and I'm like, this is dope because I love VHS tapes and kind of the retroness.
Oh, I have seen this, but the description says finds himself reconstructing the work of a filmmaker and her investigation to a dangerous cult. You're saying it's with...
Oh, it's a cult. Oh, because it looked like an alien from the image of the tape. Like,
I was about to say, man, if it said alien on it, I would have been watching that real quick.
Okay, so I thought it said Area 81. It was Archive 81.
Yeah, you got me all excited about a new alien show, and there's really not. Darn it.
Sorry, cult.
That is
okay.
So depressing.
I thought it was about aliens.
So it's not about aliens, and you're telling me it's not good. Thank you for saving me from watching it.
And then I also started All of Us Are Dead or something like that. It's like a Korean or Chinese. Oh man, now they're gonna think I'm racist, or Japanese. I don't know, but it's an Asian zombie flick, which I love zombie movies. But there's too much CGI. Like every death is like super cheesy, and I don't care for the characters. So it's no Train to Busan. It felt more like Peninsula, which Peninsula was kind of lame. So, sorry, not a fan. But Ozark is good, so.
Ozark is good, and it's recommended for all audiences.
And I've been rewatching Dexter, too. Oh my gosh, Nick, so good. Those early seasons.
Stop, don't get me. I have things to do.
I know, right?
I can't sit here and watch Dexter again. It will consume me. I'll be up till like 5 a.m. every day. I won't get any sleep.
I know, right?
Like the last time, I was like, I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. Because I got stuff to do, man. I go to work, and then I go out, hang out, and then I come home around like 10, but then I still want to watch stuff on a weekday. And if I get like sucked into something, I'm like, I can't get out. Next thing you know, it's 4 a.m. I'm like, I should probably get to bed. Crap.
Well, you got something to watch tomorrow. You got Texas Chainsaw Massacre, baby.
I'm so excited.
I know, me too. I'm actually super duper excited. So after I watch it, I'll text you, and then we'll decide whether or not we want to review it. Or we'll review the original.
We won't.
Yeah, we will. Nick, I'm going to get you. All right. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Peace.
Bye.